Hey team, look for which expression could be used to solve for the volume of the prism below. We know we would typically solve volume by doing length times width times height. And we see here the length is 4, the width is 2, and the height is 3. We could also do it by solving the base area times a third dimension like length. Okay? Here, if I did base area times length, we would multiply the width and the height to get 6, and then we multiply by our length to get 4. 6 times 4. Now, none of these are options, so we have to find an equivalent expression that would get the same result. So we need to study this picture a little bit closer. I see this picture has the prism split up into 4 layers along the length. Okay, we split it apart into 4 layers along the length. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 layers. Now we have to look at each layer and determine how many cubic units there are. I can see that each layer has 6 cubic units. And this makes sense because each layer has the dimension from the width and the height, 2 and 3. So we got 6 from multiplying 2 times 3 to get 6 in that layer, and then another 2 times 3 to get 6 for that layer, and 2 times 3 to get 6 from that layer, and 2 times 3 got us 6 in that layer because we have a width of 2 and again a height of 3. Now, when we want to find the total volume, if I wanted to know how many total cubic units there were in there, I would add the total from each layer. So I would be adding 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6. Or we can think of the expression below it. We would be adding the product of 2 plus 2 times 3 plus 2 times 3 plus 2 times 3 plus 2 times 3. So we can see already that our equivalent expression is going to be C. I want to talk about why this makes sense. To get 2 times 3, we multiplied the width times the height. We multiplied the width times the height and got a base area. That leaves us with the length left over. 2 times 3 times 4 would get us our volume because that's base area times height. But that's the same thing as adding 2 times 3 over and over and over again 4 times. Because when I multiply by 4, that's like making 4 copies of 2 times 3, which is what we see in our expression in C. We took our base area from our layer from the width times height, and we multiplied it by 4 by repeating 2 times 3 4 times because the length was 4.